Very serious matter that is plaguing this planet at this time, and a lot of people do not notice the threat that is happening. Individuality is in danger. A lot of people are individuals, and everybody knows that they are created in their own unique way. In fact, we all have a unique fingerprint that nobody can ever replicate or falsify. Now, this type of seriousness is plaguing our society due to the fact that society has been forced under the label of conformity. And this label of conformity is causing serious problems in our evolutionary cycle. Our evolutionary cycle is no longer moving along the way that's supposed to. We have become pack animals. And as pack animals do, we do like monkey do. Monkey see, monkey do. Now, when monkey see, monkey do, we are no longer now using individual thought, individual thoughts to be able to direct the way that other people also think. By that I mean we are not using this individual thoughts to actually allow other people to develop their own individual way of thinking in order for us to actually further evolve as a society in our own independent thinking. Now, I'm not saying that everybody is supposed to, start trying to have individual thoughts and not following the group mentality if that's how they feel safe. What I'm actually saying is we are supposed to be actually finding ways to facilitate the kind of changes that are happening within and as without. I'm talking to those kinds of people who feel they are called to actually move to a certain path that is not necessarily in the same line as the herd. These people, you are given a very, very important prerogative to facilitate your kinds of changes in your own reality so that when we observe them, we are also actually able to move the same way, move in a similar way by recognizing what you have done. Seeing what you have done is gonna also allow us to recognize what we have to do. You see, us as a society, we function best when we actually accommodate each other's changes in the terms of whenever somebody starts a company, let's say they start a clothing company, somebody is gonna develop a taste for those clothes. Meanwhile, somebody is gonna actually get hired, actually being a market person for those clothes. Somebody is gonna get hired to be designing for those clothes. These kinds of things show how we as a society can integrate each other in our changes, in whatever change that you come up with, whatever change that you are being called to do. You actually have the space, regardless of whether you know it or not. You have the space to literally put forth what you want to put forth, show us what you have to show us, so that we can facilitate in accepting it and actually using it in part of our society. Everything that somebody creates has a public out there, has an audience. It's just a matter of finding the kind of people that need to actually see what you brought to the market, what you got to offer. Now, this is the most important part. It's the offer. The offers are basically how we live in life. Everything that we do is an offer. Everything that we do partake in is as a either accepting an offering or rejecting an offering. You see, like for example, if I ask, "Are you hungry?" This is me offering my ear to hearing your concerns, whether you're hungry. If I ask you, would you go out with me? This is me offering my time to you in case that you wanna actually spend that time with me. You see, at the same time, I am offering that if you give me my time, I can make it worth your while. You see, this way of offering shows how every offer that you may come up with every offer that you may come up with, every invention you may come up with, any innovation that you can come up with has a space within our society. It's just a matter of you being persistent enough in offering with that space so that we are actually able to accept it. Actually, the key is that most people that have offers, they feel that they are out of place. This out of place is the serious concern that I mentioned earlier, that people are not realizing that they are individuals. And this individuality is not saying that we should all try and become weird wolves that live outside of society. No, I'm saying that there is an integration that should happen in the reality, in the society that you live in the society that we live. So this integration is being facilitated by the atmosphere changing due to the solar flares that are happening from the sun. So what I'm talking about here is basically understanding and overstanding that every space, every time has space and time for you. Like you bringing forth that change to us is actually allowing us to adapt and evolve according to the change that you've brought to us. I like to give the example of Amazon. Amazon was a company that Steve Jobs started. I hope it's Steve Jobs. This guy started this company in order for people to be able to order things online. Now, a lot of questions people were asking at that time is, why would you want to order something online if you can just go up to the store and buy it yourself? Not realizing that some things may be too far, not realizing that there's a logistic cost to actually going to the store. So some of us don't want to do that. And when something is delivered to you, it is more convenient in any way. So this person realized this way before people realized they needed this. Way before the whole importance of delivery was actually there. This person actually realized this and thought of it, and he's like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna commit to it. And him committing, thank God he committed. Him committing, we actually now actually got to experience this new wave, this new trend of his. He actually got to experience what he had to offer. So his offering was literally his service. His service was him literally putting the time to put together the little pieces that were required for this to happen. And then the world offered him money in exchange for his offer because he brought what we didn't even know we needed. This is the most important part. Like, God knows why he creates the individual. This is the most important. God knows why he created you. God knows why he created me. I may not know why God created me, but God can tell me why he created me. When I speak to him, he does often say that I created you because I looked at the world and I saw that there was a you missing. There was the element of you missing. You see, God created us in his own image, and when he did, he decided that his own image will be split up into fractals of itself, each fractal reflecting an aspect of him but not truly the full picture. Therefore, even if I can be as powerful as I am, I still need other people to actually get along. You see, even if like Amazon was the greatest company ever invented, he still needs us to actually care about what he created in order for his company to thrive. Even though he actually created something under the direction that it was dictated by God, is we still needed people to actually support him. Same with like biblical accounts of Noah and the flood. Yes, create told God instructed him directly in how to create the ark, how to make it, the sizes, the dimensions, everything. It was perfectly designed. but he still needed the animals to come along. He still needed people to actually recognize what he's offering. But because people didn't know that they needed it, they thought they didn't need it, and then they decided to shut him out. Well, those people, those people and their lineages ended in that flood. The flood literally wiped them all out. They probably drowned because they couldn't listen to a higher source, somebody who's divinely inspired. So I say that to say this: since God created us all as individuals and brought us all with our own offers and own experiences that we bring to the reality, we must recognize that this is a divine aspect and respect it in order for you to properly offer what you have to offer to the reality. Your offering to the reality sometimes is just you being you. You see, like some of us are funny, some of us are quirky, some of us are interesting, some of us are philosophical, but whatever you offer is what we require as a society. Know that your offer is not an offer on its own, it's not an island that is on its own, isolated from everything else. Know that your offer is being made for people that you don't know need your offer, but those people do require you to actually finish that offer. Know that even though you may feel that you're all alone and there's no one else who cares, there is actually somebody who cares. It's just that they don't know that they care about you yet. You see, because us humans, we all have the capacity to care about things, to the capacity to actually give a damn. But our capacity to give a damn, we usually withhold it for things that we deem are worthy of giving a damn. So when somebody actually offers themselves up to us, bringing something new or bringing their own individual spin of things, we are actually given the opportunity to use that care that we already have in order to facilitate, in order to give this person that they require. This actually means that you actually bringing a product to the market means that you are giving us the opportunity to use the money that we already have to actually spend on that product and actually support the franchise that you are branching out into. So this all means that the energy that you require to actually feel the energy that you require to actually feel grounded, to actually feel accepted in the society is already existent. It's just that you have to actually refine your offer in a way that actually allows us to actually accept it. You see, you gotta use excellent execution in order to deliver the type of offer that you want to deliver so that we can actually accept it and actually be able to use the energy that we already have for you, you actually bringing that offer to us. This is why I emphasize this whole aspect of individuality. You're an individual. It is important. It is important that you be an individual because we require you so. Yes, you may be part of our society, but then we still require you to be you because nobody else is gonna be you better than you. You are the most important you we have ever had. No one else has the you that you have, even if you are a twin, even if you are a triplet, even if you're a quadruplet. You may look alike, you might have somebody else's face, somebody else's fingerprint, but then you are still an individual. Your personality is adjusted to you, and it is as important to you as it is to us. It's just that we don't know it yet. It's just that we don't know how to express it yet. You must actually facilitate the space for us to care about that and actually give us the parameters in order for us to actually give you the type of care that you need. If it is money that you need to actually give us your offer in such a way that actually allows us to actually see how it helps us, and then we can actually give you what you need, because this is the law of exchange. There's a law of exchange in effect here. This law of exchange basically means that You give something and then we give something back. You see, you have something that we want, we give you what you want. You see, when you have an offering, you have the grand opportunity to actually put a price on that offering. You may say, I just want two dumplings for my offering. And somebody will give you those dumplings if they have those dumplings. But if you want 2 million for that offer, you better make it worth 2 million, because we have value systems here. We have value systems that we use in order to measure offers, offer basis, offer by offer, in order to actually test if this offer is equivalent to the amount that you are actually asking for. So in yourself, you must know your individual value. In your individual value is in you. You must actually speak to God, and actually make him make you understand your own level of value, your own level of worthiness, in order for you to actually deliver this value to us in a way that doesn't make you feel cheated or make you feel less than. Because you actually giving us your offer is actually what we want you to do. We don't want you to give us something for free. No, we don't want charity. We want to actually give things. We want to actually give money to worthy causes. We want to actually give money to things that we want. Man, if I went to the iPhone store right now, and I got there and they got all these nice iPhones out there, and somebody told me, you can just have them for free, I would be kind of disappointed. Like, sure, I'd be happy to get one for free, but then what about the work that was put into this offer? What about the engineers that had sleepless nights trying to figure out the technology that is gonna, do the things that we like about iPhones? Come on, you see, like that type of thing is irreplaceable. We need a value system in order for us to know what is your value. If you value dumplings, then sure, say that you want this amount of dumplings for this iPhone. If you want money for it, then say that how much money that you want for it, and we will make sure that that money is available for you, is available to you. Because come on, we are not trying to devalue your individuality. Your individuality is important. It is safe. It has a place within our society. We are a society of individuals, but then our individuality your individuality is important to us, because it allows us to actually adapt and change. The same as you noticing a crowd that you find distasteful. That crowd may be distasteful to you, but it is actually valuable to you. How, you may ask? Well, it is valuable to you to see how you find their behavior distasteful, or whatever you find distasteful about them, in order for you to actually adapt yourself, in order to actually accommodate the kind of taste that you wanna actually show for us. That means that they are giving you an offering, and you seeing that offering, you have a choice to actually decide, you know what, I don't want that offer. I don't wanna be somebody who's offering that way. Then, them being themselves, they are giving you an offer which you get to refuse. Because that's the fun part about offerings, we actually get to refuse. That's why some people actually refuse your offer. Sometimes people refuse your individuality, but them refusing your individuality is totally their choice. It's okay, because every offer that is on the table has can be denied or accepted. It don't matter. But the point of the matter is, there is a market for every offer. It's just that one has to just situate themselves within the market that is requiring the type of offer. Because Sometimes we may offer like something that is useless to the market. Like for example, we're in Iceland and we start selling ice. You know, maybe people in Iceland are not interested in ice. You see, maybe we just gotta just find the right place to actually give our offering, and this right place may be somebody somewhere where it's hot and where they're actually seeking ice cream, where they are seeking, the right kind of offer. So this range of recognizing how offers are per individual is important, so that you do not hold back your light whilst trying to keep us safe from what you are offering. Sometimes we actually just waiting for you to actually give us your offer, so that we may give you our reply of whether we accept or not. But if if we deny the offer, know that it's not because of you and your individuality. No, it is actually a matter of we are not the right market, but you should find the right market. That's why your offer sometimes must not be for everybody, because there's no such thing as an offer for everybody. Apparently, offers that are for everybody are non-existent. Everybody doesn't want what you're offering. It is a certain group of people. That's why there are words like niche, niche market, niche marketing. That's why there's even marketing. Marketing doesn't just target just anyone. Marketing targets literally the right kind of people who require the right kind of offer. This is why now you must recognize that whenever you're offering something, it is towards what you wanna show to the realities, what you wanna actually put out. But what you wanna put out is perfectly valid, it's perfectly acceptable to the right market. So you must know which is your market, you must know which is not your market. It's basically that simple. But I say that to say this: offer your individuality to the society. See who rejects, see who accepts. Then move along accordingly. Move how you need to move in order to facilitate the kind of changes that you wanna facilitate. Now I love y'all. Peace.